Okay, hi guys, how's it going? I hope you're having an amazing day or night whenever you guys are watching this. Just a reminder, please take it resonates and leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate, then maybe the next one will. Whenever this pops up on your news feed, it is meant for you. Tomorrow, Thursday, I will be going live at 3:30. I'm sorry, at 3 o'clock to do free yes or no questions, and probably do the love messages after that. I haven't really decided. And yeah, whenever this pops up on your newsfeed, it's meant for you. And I hope this raises your vibrations. So let's get started. We're going to do your person's thoughts. So we're starting with Cancer today. Can we get messages here for Cancer? What are their person's thoughts? You and I were too young. So it's definitely like a, I want to say like a divine timing, right? Like you guys were not, one or more person was not in the right mindset. I know I messed everything up. I think maybe this person, Cancer, could have been like immature, right? Like they weren't ready to commit or to give you the things that you wanted or needed out of life, right? My life is not together as it seems. I think this person, they put a lot of pressure on themselves, Cancer, like to kind of have things together. Not necessarily, like maybe they really didn't have it together, right? Like that is true. But it was also, I kind of feel like they weren't ready and they didn't really want to commit, like, because that takes commitment, right? I also kind of feel like this person knows that if they didn't get it right, like they would miss out on an opportunity with you. Like, let's say they just tried to um, make it work for the sake of making it work, right? It wouldn't be good because it just wouldn't have worked out. So I do feel like this is something like this could be someone from your past. We have, I am so attracted to you. I feel you even though we are apart, and I wish things could be different. So you guys could be connected to them. It's like have a soul connection. This does feel like a soul connection, because a soulmate connection, just because I did see 222 earlier, and that is about unity, right? Two people. So you guys could be, it's interesting. I feel like in the beginning, maybe like you were very much like, I want this person in my life, like I want them to like you want to be with them, right? And then something happens where it's like, okay, they mess up or it doesn't work, like the connection didn't work, right? And now it's more so like this person is pulling on your energy because like they know deep down, like, okay, I was actually supposed to be with this person, I was supposed to be with Cancer, and it didn't work out, and now they have all this regret here. Yeah, bottom of the deck is sometimes I stay awake thinking of you, about you. So hold on. Okay. Can we clarify this here for Cancer? We have Six of Swords. Yeah. They wish, and it fell out on, I wish things could be different. Like they wish they didn't walk away. They wish that things worked out in a different, they could have even left you for somebody else, Cancer. There could have been a third party that's coming up. Where if it's not even a third party, I also want to say that this person just didn't want to put you first. Maybe they were just being selfish. With the I'm too, like you and I were too young. Maybe you guys were just too young. There could be an age gap here too. We have Four of Cups. Like they do feel like they missed out on like a very great offer. Like they feel really bad about it. Like they do feel like you were the person that they were supposed to be with the Ten of Cups. And that's the truth. With the King of Swords here, they can acknowledge that that is the truth. But for some reason, this person is kind of like scared to come back into your life. Like they don't know if you would accept them. So they kind of just, I kind of feel like they pray and like they think about you a lot. And like that's like how they're hoping that you're going to come back into their life, which could possibly happen, right? Yeah, we have the Chariot card, which is your card, Cancer. which is victory also too, but it's also weathering the storm here. Like typically there isn't a lot of water inside of the Chariot card. It's dirt. But like I feel like this person has gone through like a whole bunch of emotions and like has gone through like a spiritual awakening. Like maybe you told this person, Cancer, that I believe that you were supposed to be my partner or whatever, and this person just really didn't believe you. They weren't really accepting of it, and like after time I think like they've kind of realized that I think Cancer was being honest, like they were telling me the truth with the Lovers card here, right? Like it is, they know that they just know that you were speaking truth. With the Wheel of Fortune, like this cycle is not over yet. It's not. And I think that they might fear that. They fear that they lost about this opportunity with you and that it's over. But with the Ace of Cups here, there's definitely still time. There is a lot of attraction here with the Magician. That's kind of what, like, they are kind of manifesting you, right? Like they're trying to create a new life with you. They could also just be trying to make themselves better, like be like so that they could have it all together. Like the excuses that they had in their past is not going to work this time. And so they want to make sure everything is like up to par for you. I want to say like they must hold you like on a pretty high pedestal. Which that's a problem within itself, because when you hold somebody to such a high regard, sometimes it could end up like sabotaging it because they have like this expectation that's really hard to live up to reality, right? So that might be something they need to work on too. And then we have the Seven of Cups. This person also might feel like you have a lot of options, Cancer. With the Two of Cups, there's a lot of water energy. That would make sense. Your person could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or they could have it in their charts. But there is just a lot of emotions here. And then we have the Queen of Coins and the Queen of Cups. I kind of want to say that there was another person at one point in time. I don't think there is anymore. I think this person has made a conscious decision now to stick to you. Or they're trying to. Like I said, I don't feel like, yeah, with this Two of Swords, in order for this relationship to work, this is definitely in their court, right? Because they're the one that kind of messed it up. I do feel like with the Magician card here, they are trying to manifest a new beginning with you, but it's definitely more so like thinking about it. I don't think this person would actually maybe like contact you for some reason. I think they're kind of scared. There's a little bit of fear there. They're hoping like they're kind of just like throwing it out into the universe, like where if it's meant to be, it'll be like they'll run into you somehow, some way. That's how they're hoping it to be. And if that's the case, then that's going to be the case, right? There's going to be like a small percentage of you, I want to say like maybe 10% of you guys, where like the person will reach out to you. But this person kind of feels like I said, like they feel like they look up to you, or like they admire you too much, where it's just like, and they think that you have other options, or just like, well, that's a self-esteem issue too, right? Like if they feel like you have other options and that they don't want to like put themselves out there and get rejected, then that's a them thing, and that's still something they have to work out through themselves, right? Like that's anything you can do about that. Okay, let me get advice. I don't even know what deck to pull. I guess it could be this. Maybe we don't need advice today. We have release judgment. Holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world on your path with clearer eyes. I don't know if you need to release judgment. It could be both of you guys. I don't feel like you guys judge this person, Cancer. I think this person judges themselves more than anything, like because of the mistakes that they've made. But if we didn't make mistakes, right, like how would we ever learn? So okay, Cancers, that's going to be it for you guys. Good luck to you. Okay, next we have Leo. What are your person's thoughts here for Leo? I hide behind material things. I am becoming a better person, and so many things remind me of you. This person could have been very shallow. Maybe this is why you guys got along at the beginning, because like for some reason I'm kind of seeing you guys like as like the trophy, the prize, right? Like that's how I see Leos, because like Leos just like to be seen, they like to be heard, you know, and like people like who would appreciate that kind of energy, right? So I feel like that's what this person is, a very material thing, and like maybe they just want they wanted you as a prize. Um but then I think that when they actually really got to know you, Leo, like there was like so much more deeper. And I think you wanted this deeper connection, but this person was kind of hesitant about it because they're just used to like very surface level relationships. They could have like taken advantage of the fact that I want to say that you are kind of like very easygoing, right? Um, maybe you guys weren't exclusive. Maybe you guys were just like hanging out, but you weren't really talking to other people. This person was, and it was like just because sometimes like if you don't have that talk, but it's just like kind of assumed, maybe there needed to be some clarity there. Because you were this person was talking to they weren't really serious about these other people, but it's because maybe I was kind of like, you guys maybe didn't want something serious, and so they didn't want to get their heart broken. So they're like, okay, I'm not going to take Leo seriously. Um, so they start like they're like casually dating other people. They're not really doing it like maliciously. It's more so like, well, Leo doesn't want to commit, or kind of like that. Let's keep going. We do have, I'm starting to understand our connection, and you don't know how hard it was to let you go. I don't know if I said I lost myself for a little while. I think that this person might have actually used other people to kind of make you jealous, to make you want to commit to them. And it did, and it ended up just backfiring, right? Because it was just a turnoff. For some people that might work, right? But I think for you guys, it was definitely more so like if you can't commit to me, or like if you can't even just like prove that I'm the only person you want to be with without talking to other people to try to get validation, then you don't really want this person, which I think is a pretty healthy thing to do, right? This person kind of took it hurt their ego, because they're just like, why doesn't Leo want to commit to me? And it's more so not even that you didn't want to commit to them. It was something that you guys had going on within yourself. Like this person just took it personally, right? And so they felt hurt and they wanted to hurt you, and that's why they went and they talked to these other people that they weren't even really serious about. They didn't really care about. Um, I think that if this person they have a hard time communicating, because like I said, they're very surface level. If they would have like communicated with you, hi Reba, if they would have communicated with you like, hey, like it kind of hurts my feelings that you don't want to be with me, because it's like it feels like a personal attack on my personality, or like or who I am. And then maybe you could have explained the reasons why you don't want to be with them, and it's not because there's somebody else for that, because there's something wrong with them, but something going on with you. They could have taken it a little bit better, but they just couldn't see it that way. I think they take like everything as a personal attack. That would make a lot of sense with like if they hide behind material things, where it's just, well, I have this, I have that. It's like a shield of armor, right? Where they can, nobody can project onto them, or they feel like they have so much, so that speaks volumes, right? But it doesn't speak to their character. We have Gemini. Yeah, like this person acts like they don't really care. They're supposed to like put on like this very macho, masculine. Doesn't have to be a man, but it's giving masculine, right? Like pretending you don't have feelings is a very masculine thing to do. Um, and we all have feelings, right? It's just how we portray them and how we express them. And we have Virgo. Yeah, like this person, your person is working very hard on themselves with Virgo, right? But they see themselves in this very like, it's this traditional role where they have to like be seen a certain way, or like they have to do things a certain way, and that's probably why they're not being like, they're not able to express their true I can't speak. They're like this person can't speak. They can't speak their true emotions because they weren't taught that. They were taught at a young age, like, okay, you have to be like, keep your emotions in. I don't know why, but this comes to mind where it's like, if you, I don't know if you guys ever got hit, but like if you hit, if your parents hit you and then like you start crying and they tell you, stop crying or I'll give you something to cry about. And it's like, damn, you just hit me. Like, why? And it's just like stuff like that, where like that's how this person was raised, right? Where they would get hurt and they would want to show emotions, and then they would get in trouble if they showed emotions. So they just didn't show any emotions. Hey, contracting real estate. Reba, yeah, I am. We have the High Priestess here for you guys. Yeah, this person just kind of knows that I want to say that you were right too. Like if you guys were arguing about something and you guys kept going back and forth about it, is probably how this person reacts to a situation. They know that you were right with the Hierophant here, right? But they don't want to admit it. There's a lot of like shadow work that this person needs to do, and I think they're doing it. They're trying. This is definitely your person's higher thoughts, right? This is not something that they can. They're trying to do this, but like there's a lot of blockages where they don't really want to, for some reason, do the work. We have the Leo card here, which is you. They want to become a better person for you, but I don't think this person knows the way to do that, because I don't know why, but it's like they want to give you stuff instead of like, you might be craving emotional security, right? Like emotional, emotional security, and this person can only give you financial security, or like they can only give you things, physical things, tangible things, and you need things that like aren't really seen, and this person can't really understand that, and that's what's causing this so much confusion in this relationship. Is there anything else? No. Okay, let me just get one advice for you guys, and then we'll move on to Virgo. We have cutting edge, slice through obstacles and carve a path towards your dreams. Yeah, this person, you might have to, I think you've already kind of cut this person off, or you're trying to. This person definitely still stays in your energy. Like it's very hard for them to like, they can't let you go because they can't understand the disconnect. And maybe you can help them understand the disconnect here. Okay. Next we have Virgo. Okay, what are Virgo's person's thoughts? I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. I feel like there's like a oxymoron coming, right? Where like something doesn't really make sense. Maybe to you or to your person. Maybe it's like, oh, it's like this person saying, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson, but you don't understand how they could be grateful, or like you don't understand like how things played out the way that they did. I love you unconditionally, and I bury myself in work to forget about you. Someone here, and maybe this person, like they want, like they're trying to quit you for some reason. Like they might, like you guys might be addicted to each other, where it's just like maybe codependent, something like that, where it's you guys, yes, Reba, I say yeah, I am. Okay, sorry. I am becoming a better person. And I hope one day you can forgive me, and I knew exactly what I was doing. It sounds a little toxic. I think that this person, I left you before you could leave me. I think that this person kind of knows how much damage that they've done to you, right? Just in general, I feel like this relationship was very damaging. That this person, I don't even think they're taking the time to heal. They're trying to, like, they'll bury themselves in work. Well, they'll keep themselves busy, but that whether that's working or going out, whatever it is, to kind of just not feel whatever it is that you guys have gone through. And I do feel like this person did cause like a lot of chaos in your life. I think this person knows that. I think this person knows how much power they have in your life, right? This person could be very powerful. But with this, I don't know why, but it's giving very manipulative. Like this person just like has a way with words where like they just know how to make things always your fault, or like that's how I'm kind of feeling. And it's like, I don't like it. It's kind of like, because it doesn't, for some reason, it seems like everything is okay, right? But to me, it doesn't feel okay. And maybe that's why, like, maybe this person would gaslight you, like, because it's not making any sense. Yeah, okay. Let's just keep. I think this person knew what they were like. I think they knew that they were gaslighting you. I think that they knew that you guys are just not very like, I wouldn't say confrontational, but it's more so like you just want to keep the peace, and you're just like, it's not a big deal to you. Like these little white lies that this person would tell you was just not like, it wasn't worth it to argue about it, because you knew the truth. They knew the truth. All it would do was just cause like a fight. But and it's just like they knew this about you. Oh, we have the Lovers card that came out. This person wants another chance with you. The Lovers and the Death and Rebirth card. Um, that is, I think you guys are doing so good right now, Virgo. That this person, like, if you let this person back in, it's like taking a step back. Um, you need to keep your energy to yourself with this Four of Pentacles, because this person is very, it's like their energy is very interesting, because they try to come off as like someone who's very genuine, but I don't feel like this is a genuine like energy. Like it's more so like I want people to think that, but deep down, oh yeah. Sometimes there are people like that. There are people who will do things in front of other people to like prove that they are some type of way, and then act another way um, in front of you, right? So that's what this person is doing. Can we clarify here for Virgo? We have the Page of Wands. They don't want you to get better. It's like they want to stay, like the Page of Wands is like someone who has fun, right? But they're also like someone young, immature. Um, and I just want to say, like, at a lower frequency. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a page. We're all pages at one point, right? But it's like this person doesn't want you to, like, if you get better, if you heal yourself and you kind of realize that, wow, everything that this person did was kind of like, it was pretty fucked up. I hate it at the end of the day. And they know it. Like, but they don't want they don't want the wheel to close with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Ace of Cups. This person definitely here does not want you to get off this train, right? This cycle. They want to continue. So just be careful, because with the Five of Cups, I would be careful telling people in your life about it too, because I don't know. I kind of feel like you guys might have a strong support system. People around you could have been telling you this for a while. It might not even be like there's anything necessarily wrong with this person, but for some reason, the two of you guys together, it's just not like a good combination. I can't explain it. It's just how I feel. I think you guys feel it too. I think this person enjoys just having kind of like that power over you, and like having you around and having your energy around, because it's a lot of fun. But that's really all it is. Okay, that's gonna be it for you guys, Libra. I'm sorry, Virgo. Next, we're gonna do Libra. Okay, Libra. What are Libra's person's thoughts? We have, I know I crossed a line with you. I knew I was a distraction from your pain, and just being near you is intoxicating. So you had boundaries and this person crossed them, right? But I also kind of feel like they did that on purpose to see like how bad is it that you really want to be with this person. I think that maybe this person feels like you were escaping like something, if it was like a relationship, a home life, a work situation, whatever that might be. Like they knew that like they came into your life at an opportune time, right? An opportune time for, I don't know, I guess whatever. Anyways, so now I feel like, okay, well, is Libra with me just because I just happen to be there? Like, right, you know how they say like men get married when they want to get married, like, so whoever they're dating at the time that they want to get married is the person who they will marry. It has nothing to do with the actual woman. It's kind of like that, or like maybe this person feels like, okay, is Libra only with me just because I happen to be there at this time when they needed me? And so now they're just like they were testing you, like, okay, well, if Libra really loves me, then if I do this, even though they told me not to do this, they'll come back to me. And so I don't know. Did you guys go back to them? Yeah, I think you guys are still with them. Well, let's keep going. I regret lying to you. I feel you leaving me. I feel you leaving me behind, and it's time for me to heal. Well, yeah, because if that's how this person really felt, like if they really felt that you weren't really with them for the right reasons, and this was a test, and it's because like, I don't feel like that's the right way to go about it. Like if you're testing someone, like people rarely ever works out the way that you think it's going to work out, right? Having a conversation and then taking them at their word is the best. And if you cannot believe what they're saying, then walking away, right? But when you try to test people and like cross people's boundaries and lines, it really works out, because it's like first of all, it's like disrespecting that person, right? And second of all, and it's like if it doesn't work out, then what do you, it just doesn't work. I mean, you could try it. I think this person did try it with you, Libra, and you were just like not having it. Let's see what we have here. Can we clarify this? Oh, we have the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. Do they know about it? There could have been a lie that I don't know if you guys know about it yet, but there was just something that you had them, like somebody here, was it them? Like they were questioning you, I guess, like where it is that you guys stand with each other. They were in their heads. I think this was this person's own insecurities. Honestly, they sabotaged this. Even if it, honestly, if this person was having doubts like this, Libra, then I don't think that it was ever going to work. Especially, I kind of feel like you guys had been together for a very long time, and so if that's not enough time to like, if someone has doubts, then that's it. It's doubts, right? Like you can't change their mind about it. Like you can convince them, you can tell them everything it is that they want to hear, even everything that you feel, right? But if they don't believe it, then what's the point? You're just wasting your breath, and it's only going to cause like more heartache, right? I think your person didn't like, with the 5 of Pentacles here, like they feel left out, like they feel bad, like they know that you left them behind, and they know it's their fault. They're praying that you're gonna come back to them. They're hoping and praying for a reunion. Queen of Swords, which is your card here, right? And the Ace of Swords. It's up to you. This person knows what they did was wrong. Whether or not you want to forgive them, that's up to you. I can pull a card. Let me see. One card if you forgive them and one card if you don't. I don't know why, but I get that you're just exhausted, that you're tired of having to prove yourself. Like that can be very exhausting, proving that you have to, like, proving every day that you love someone, even though they should know that, right? Like how many times do you have to tell somebody that you love them for them. Like, I mean, obviously tell people you love them, right? But it's like for them to not believe it, right? Like to like, hey, like they have their doubts constantly. That's where like that, like, you know, they start accusing you of stuff like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? And it's because like they don't really believe, hey, Jamike, they don't really believe that you love them. Okay, so one card here for Libra if they take them back, and then if they don't. So if you take them back, we do have the 9 of Swords here, which is basically like this person is never going to kind of get over that fear that you don't really love them. That's just it. Like, because in the back of their mind, like there's something in the back of their mind where they don't feel good enough. Like there's always going to be an excuse there, right? And then if you do decide to leave them, we do have the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, happiness by yourself, and just sitting in your power, right? Interesting that they're both 9s though, right? Which at the end of the day, it is like 9s are completions. It's a completion number. So it's like I think that this cycle with this person, it could be a karmic relationship, but regardless, that this cycle is going to be over. This is not something that's going to be sustainable. So whether I think that if you let them come back now, eventually this is still going to end just because of the numbers I see. Okay, all right, guys, good luck to you. Okay, next we have Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, what are your person's thoughts? I hid who I really am from you. I think that's really funny coming from a Scorpio's person, because Scorpios are, like, you guys are rulers of the 8th house, which is things that are hidden, right? Also death and rebirth. So it's like, I just think it's funny that you could hide something from a Scorpio. But okay. I don't react when people mention you. And I want to feel that way again. So the bottom of the deck, this bottom of the deck is I love you, right? Which is bottom of the deck energy. So it's like underneath it all, this person does love you. Love is not enough. Let me just say that. I think that this person, like they said all the right things to get what they wanted from you. Whether that is like, if you, I don't know, want a family, or like if you want, I'm trying to think what else would this person would say. Like, if you guys lived in like different cities, like maybe they said that they'll come and move with you, something like that. Like they're just like dangling a carrot in front of a horse, basically, kind of like, okay, yes, I have this, I will do this, but they never actually do it, right? So maybe you walked away. Maybe this person walked away. 333 is also like picking yourself, or like finding your being spiritual, right? Like finding it's like mind, body, spirit, and just like realizing that maybe somebody isn't for you. And I think somebody here realized that. Maybe it's you, maybe it's your person. You guys could have been in the same friend group. We have I want you. See, I can't stop thinking about you. I want to tell you how I feel, and I want you. And the way that these cards are set up here, Scorpio, is like on top, it's like how this person who they portray to be, right? They will never admit this. And then this is like another side of them, maybe whatever. It's just two different sides, right? So like they do, I do want to say this person does care about you. They do love you, but they don't show it, or they don't, not in the ways that they should show it, right? It's not very typical. Bottom of the deck again is I know I messed everything up, where it's like, they know that they're not going to show that, but it's there. So that's very like, what, you must just be a very forgiving person. That's what it's coming down to, because this person is so, and you understand this person. So that's another thing where it's like maybe this person does not show these feelings for you, right? But and so people maybe are confused about like why you want us to like talk to this person or whatever. Hey Martha, um whatever that might be, right? And so then you have but then you know, like you can feel this person's feelings, so that they do love you and they do care about you and all this stuff. So it's like kind of confusing for you because it's like if you know that this person feels this way and they just don't express it, you're just waiting for them to kind of wake up and see like, hey, um, this is who I'm meant to be with. Like this is who they know I'm the one for them. But you're playing this waiting game with somebody who doesn't even really know how to acknowledge their feelings, right? And it's how long can you wait for? And it's like maybe you think that there's like some end, like there's a prize at the end, and maybe there is. You know, I don't know. It's gonna be different for everybody, but I think that sometimes it gets to a point where you have to pick yourself, right? Like you have to acknowledge, yeah, I love this person, and this person loves me, but I cannot allow myself to be disrespected or to like be tormented because this feels like torture, to be honest, right? Where you know someone, like you love someone, but they can't love you in the way that you deserve to be loved. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Cups. And this is something that has happened time and time again. I don't even think just in this lifetime, it could be in other lifetimes. And this person, I feel like they have you in this web. Like they do. Like they have you all tangled up. Like you don't know what to trust. You don't know who to trust. And that's confusing because I could tell you something and then you're gonna feel something else. And then there's also this thing of like feeling you're gonna like miss out, right? Like if you don't wait for this person, then you're gonna miss out on true love. But can you forgive this person after everything they put you through? Like, are you going to be able to let go of? Because I feel like it's a lot, right? It's like, are you gonna be able to like let go and like forgive them and start like a clean slate? This Three of Wands, yeah, it's saying, yeah, it's like you guys really want this and you're willing to wait for it. Like with the Ten of Wands here, like, do you see this is very burdensome, a lot, like, but you're willing to, like, with the Strength card here, like, you're willing to hold on to this alligator, right? Like, you, like, alligators can kill you, right? But you're willing to hold on to it because you feel like it's worth it at the end. And if you feel like it's worth it at the end, then it's worth it at the end. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna get. I will see one. I'll pull two cards for you guys. One if you stay, and one if you leave. Okay, one card if Scorpio stays and waits, and then one card if they leave. It's kind of interesting because this is not something typically I would ever say, but I'm only gonna say it because the cards are telling me to say it. Also, too, if you know deep down in your heart this is not the person for you, then this is not the person for you. Please walk away. And especially if this is a toxic relationship, like there's abuse in it, please do not stay in the situation. But it's like if you stay, you do have temperance here, right? Where it is like balance, peace, commitment. There is like a thing of like soulmates and harm, and it is peace, right? If you do decide to stay and wait. If you leave, it's like I think it's also there's a couple of factors here. Like one of them is like you think that all the hard work that you put into this person, somebody else is going to get. There's a little bit of that factor. It's also too like maybe you're giving into like other people's like it's mostly this is what I'm strongly picking up on where it's like you're giving into other people's opinions on like what you think love should be or like what it is that you think a relationship should be when deep down you know this person is your person and they know it and you just need to be patient. And like I said, it's like that's just how it is. I would never condone wait. I don't condone waiting for someone. I don't think that's like a route I ever really like to take, but at the same time, um, it's like I can understand it. I can definitely understand it because at the same time, it's like if you walk away and then you get into another relationship and it's just like I would rather stay single at that point, right? I think you guys are not really waiting for this person. It's more so you are living your life single. So it's like that. That's really, yeah. I think that's it. Okay, that's gonna be it for you guys. So Scorpio, good luck to you guys. Michael, hi. I'm new to your channel. Thank you for sharing us. Click. Thanks. Yeah, I'm doing the signs. I'm on. We just finished Scorpio. We will be doing Sagittarius and down. We're like a little bit less than halfway. But welcome. Good to see you. Martha, are you? Sometimes I like see people in my in my chats that I know in real life. I'm like, I know a Martha. Are you the Martha that I know in my real life? Michael, you came perfect timing. Let's go, Sag. I hope we have good readings for you guys, Sag. Okay, let me drink some water. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay, can we get messages here for Sagittarius? What are their person's thoughts? We have, I hope that one day you can forgive me. Something fell in there. The Wheel of Fortune. They are hoping that you guys have another chance, right? We both know I am not the one for you. And I don't react when people mention you. I wonder if there's other people in this relationship where, I hate to say it, but no, I don't really hate to say this. When you have other people in your relationship, it's really hard, right? Like they get their energies and their opinions stuck in there. And that's what people could be telling this person, that this person isn't right for you. And so it gets in their head, right? Like that. So there is like this confusion for them. I look for you everywhere. I wish things could be different. And I replay our conversations over and over again. I feel like Sagittarius, your person, takes other people's opinions like to the head. Like they really care about it, right? Maybe this person can't really like make decisions for themselves. Yeah, it could be a third party. Like it could be somebody else. I kind of want to say it's not really it's like maybe it is a hopeful third party that wants to be with Sagittarius, like your person, Sagittarius. But it could also be like friends and family too, who are just like they just don't want them to be with you for some reason. It's something like that. I wonder if you're happy without me. Like this person does think about you a lot. There's just so many there's so many people's opinions in here. Three of Swords. Okay, yeah, so there is a lot of heartache. What's going on? What are their persons? Can we clarify? Page of Coins came out. I think they wonder if they were really ever fair to you. They just don't feel like the situation was fair in general. We have, yeah, the Strength card. Honestly, like if you can't have a relationship without listening to other people, you shouldn't be in a relationship. You shouldn't also be telling people your business because it's too much, right? Like I think that you guys have like this person needs to stand up for themselves. We have the Three of Swords. Yeah. It's like they do feel like they feel They feel like they know that they hurt you. They feel really bad about it. They do want, like with 444 here, like they do want something stable. They do want it with you, but with the 7 of Swords, like there's just, it could just be one person, but there's definitely like this person is being manipulated in some type of way, where it's not, I don't even think they realize that it's happening to them. And there's only so much you can do, right? Like it's not your job to convince somebody to be with you, right? But I think this person, like with the 8 of Swords here, like they know they're wrong and they think about it like constantly. They're in their heads about it. But they're not going to do anything about it. Like with the 6 of Swords, like I'm like, well, can they do anything about it? No, like they walked away. They walk away from responsibility or like actions. It's they kind of do whatever's easiest, right? 5 of Coins, like yeah, they do feel like they feel left out. They with the 2, like they know this is a soulmate connection, but they feel left out of it, and it's because of their own choices. So what can you do about that? The 6 of Cups. There's definitely somebody here from their past. Could be a friend. It could be another relationship. I'm not really feeling another relationship. I just feel like there is a semi-neutral person, which it not really is neutral, just telling them that you're not the one for them. But they do want a new beginning here. I wouldn't, look, let's see. We'll pull, let me see. One more. The Death card. Oh, the Tower. And the 5 of Swords. This ending, like, until this person can take responsibility for like the actions that happened, like were the things that have happened, there's no way. I don't think that this would work with this Tower here. It's just like they're gonna keep getting hurt. You're gonna keep getting hurt. And there's nothing really like with the 7 of Coins, like this person has to like grow internally or yeah, make their own decisions here. Let's see if you I'll pull one card if you guys, let me see. I'm going to do it since it's for you, Sagittarius. I'm going to say if you guys decide to stay or if you guys decide to move on. Okay, so one card here. One card here if Sagittarius decides to stay and wait. And then if they leave. Okay, so if you decide to stay, it's the Ace of Swords here, which is kind of an interesting card to get. But it's basically if you decide to stay, you already know what this person is about, right? You kind of know that there's always going to be somebody else that they listen to, whether it's whoever it is, right? Yeah, no problem, Michael. But if you decide to leave, you do have the 5 of Cups here, which is, it is sadness, right? But that's okay. We all have to go through sadness and like grief and anger in order to like move on. So it's really up to you, whatever you want to do, because like you are going to feel the sadness, but I feel like if you decide to leave, there is like that chance for you guys to find something better or like something more. Instead of like if you stay, like you kind of know what it is, and like this is the kind of sadness that you guys are going to stay in for the relationship, the entirety of it, right? Okay. Yeah. I know. It's like contract. Yeah. Why would we want to stay here when there's so much more out there? Even being alone, right? I wish her peace and love and light, but I made my decision to heal and work on. But yeah, work on yourself, your business, right? And pour that energy somewhere else, and then somebody who can appreciate what you have to offer will come along. Okay, next we have Capricorn. No problem. Thanks for watching, guys. Capricorn, what do we have for you? Your person's thoughts. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. I think somebody here, like, they're giving you grace or you're giving them grace. I am afraid to contact you. and you are the best thing in my life. Capricorn is, they see you, like, I want to say that maybe this person saw you as an option, and now they're kind of like, I don't think this person really valued everything that you brought to the table in the beginning. Maybe this relationship took a lot of work. Maybe this person just wasn't kind of used to that. Um, I do want to say, I don't know why, like maybe there was a lot of arguments, but arguments kind of mean that you care, right? Like when you bring something up, it's because you care and like you want to work it out. I think this person maybe saw it as like, I don't want to say nagging, but like, yeah, like nitpicking or nagging. And now they're kind of realizing like that's not the case. That it's actually because you were just trying to work on things, and maybe your approach could have used some work, but like at least you were approaching it, right? We have, I bury myself in work to forget you. I wish I could share my good news with you, and I want you. I don't think, you're gonna take this person back. I think because it's like you did your, I want to say you really did your best, right? Like you really tried. I could say that. And I want to say like maybe in the past, Capricorn, you didn't try. It was more so like, okay, whatever. Like you would just get angry and like whatever. But like you really tried with this person and they didn't appreciate it. And so it's like you're hurt. Bottom of the deck is, I knew exactly what I was doing. I really don't, I think maybe you might think your person um thought they knew, like this person didn't, like all I could say, like this person did not know what they had until you walked away. And now they're just like, I ruined a good thing. They want to come back in here with commitment. I think you might have blocked this person. You might have even moved on. Can we clarify this here for Capricorn? We have the Queen of Swords. You were speaking the truth the entire time. And I think it's very hard for this person to admit that. They're very, I also want to say like nonchalant. They just don't really care a lot. Like they don't see like why you thought things were a big deal, right? I think maybe now, like if they're dating other people, they're kind of realizing how good that they had it, or like maybe the stuff that they did in your relationship, a lot of other people don't even tolerate it, and they don't even address it. Sometimes they're just like, okay, like this is the person that you are, like that's fine, you don't have to change. They're just going to move on. And this person is kind of just like used to like maybe your energy, where like you want to address things, you want to fix things because you wanted it to work with this person, right? And this person just did not see that until like people just started like leaving them on red, right? Like they just did not want to deal with them because it's too early in the relationship to deal with bullshit like that. We have Sagittarius. Like their luck could be changing too in the reverse, like where Sagittarius is the ruler of Jupiter, right? And Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion, and they could just like not be having any good like dating or like just in life in general, right? With the Devil card here. Oops. I kind of feel like this person is giving a little bit of their power away, if that makes sense, where it's like they're associating their luck with you. But I think it's also too like their karma. Like this is like the spiritual lesson that they have. Literally, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. They might be resisting it, but like they have to experience this. Like they have to know that what you were doing wasn't wrong, right? And that you actually cared. And the only way for them to see that is that if they go out with these other people and they realize that what they were doing was wrong and that you were actually right. So like now they kind of feel like they're being punished, but it's not a punishment, it's a lesson. We have the Moon card here. Yeah, they do think about you a lot, especially at night when they go to sleep. They're just like, I wonder what Capricorn's doing. I wonder how they are. We have Six of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Like this is how they view you. Like someone who was very calm, caring, nurturing, a mother figure. With the Six of Wands, they know you have options. Like you know that you could be popular, but it's more so like you are very seen. You are like praised. I want to say too. I want to say like you're already in another relationship, and now they're like, damn, like this person gets to have Capricorn, and Or if you're not in a relationship, then maybe this new person that's going to have you, because I don't think you're going to take this person back. With the 5 of Coins here, it's like, no, you're leaving them out in the cold. Like, they have to learn their lesson, and you're over it. Like, you tried. At least you could say you really did try, right? Is there anything else? I think that's it for you guys, Capricorn. It's going to be short for you. Okay. And next we're going to do Aquarius. Okay. I need a different hand sanitizer because this one smells like it just has a smell, like a fragrance, and I can't do fragrances. Okay, can Aquarius what do we have? What are your person's thoughts, Aquarius? I couldn't let you get close to me. So this person could have been an avoidant, right? I think that with 555 on the clock, we're like, this is, we're going to keep going. You speak to me through music, and I regret lying to you. So yeah, an avoidant wouldn't, they're going to make up lies, right? Like if they don't want you to get close to them. Like maybe this person did feel a strong connection to you. Maybe that's what scared them, and like they decided to walk away. Or like, I want to say that they made you walk away. Cause sometimes it's a lot easier to be the villain. You get like, maybe they hear a song and they think about you. Maybe this person writes songs. I know I messed everything up, and I love you unconditionally, and we need to let each other go. I think that this is this person. He does. It could be a he. But it is a very masculine energy where it's like, because it's kind of like it's just, I don't know why it seems very passive to me, but it's like this person knows that everything, like they lied to you. I don't know why. Do they know why? Kinda. Let's see. I feel like this person wants to let you go. Where they're trying, it's like they want to let you go, but they can't. They go back and forth on whether or not with the like they should end things with you. Like, but I don't even think you guys are talking to this person. But maybe you feel tied to them. There is like, okay, can we clarify this here? We have the Empress. I think this person has done like a lot of inner work here with the Empress. They're trying to, but there's just something holding this person back. Like they could be praying to God about like what to do, how to move forward in this situation. 6 of Swords. They feel like they walked away from, like they might see you as the Empress, Aquarius, but like they walked away from this maybe because a lot of times it's like when somebody has something in front of them and like it can make them kind of feel inadequate, or it's just like it scares them because they're just not really sure if like this is what they want, and so like they will self-sabotage. I kind of feel like that's how this person handled things, and they walked away from it. We have the Page of Swords here. And there could have been like something with like age too, like maybe this person wasn't aware of the connection that you guys had, or like, or could have had, right? It's like they didn't take anything seriously. And then we have the Devil that came out, and the 7 of Cups. This person was scared of getting hurt. Okay, like it was definitely their egos, right? Like their ego. They could have more than one ego. They could have gone through several ego deaths, right? Like we can go through more than one. I think that this person might have just felt like not good enough at the end of the day, where it was just too, and like maybe they felt like it was going to be too much work. I also feel like this person feels like you had options with the 7 of Cups here. They might feel like you're in a relationship. Like maybe that's how they feel like right now. Like they feel like you are in a relationship right now, and like they need to leave you alone. What else do we have here? We have the Nine of Cups. But there is just like this happiness here. Like Nine of Cups is typically, Nine of Cups only has one person in it, right? Because Nine of Cups is about being emotionally happy and fulfilled by yourself. But here we have there's two people here, which is interesting, and they're both of the same gender. So it's just like maybe this person isn't. I don't know. Are they? I think this person is just kind of confused on like how to approach you. Um, I don't know. It's like with the Hermit card here, someone here does like being alone. Um, it could be they would do have the Chariot too, but there is a lot of times, especially people will tend to want to be alone with they're not with the person that they want to be. You do have those people who are unhealed who always have to be in a relationship, right? And I just feel like that's very draining. And when you're always in a relationship, it's like you cannot be alone, and that says something, and that's something that people should work on. I don't, but that's a different story. With the Three of Wands here, I do feel like this person does want to work on a future with you. Like they want to grow, but they're just kind of afraid. And the Four of Wands, which is marriage. There's a lot of doubt here. Can we what is this doubt? The Five of Cups. It's like, and they don't want to admit it. This person here, Aquarius, it's like, well, with the Ten of, maybe this is something that they've done in the past, because I feel like the Ten of Swords, I always kind of view it as victim mentality. I feel like this person might have played the victim in the past, like with like, had every excuse in the book about why they couldn't get it together, or like why they couldn't let you into their life, right? Now they feel really guilty about it with the Five of Cups. At the end of the day, there's really not much you can do about it. This is just how this person feels. I guess I can pull one card here. I'll do two. One if like you decide to wait, and one if you decide to. I really don't think well, it's like I told Scorpio, because Scorpio kind of had a similar reading where like waiting, I don't think you guys would really wait. It would be more so like you're gonna live your life, and if this person comes back in, then they come back in. Can we get one card here? If Aquarius decides to wait. And then one card if they decide to walk away. Okay, so if you decide to wait, Aquarius, we do have the Justice card here, which is it is Libra energy, but it's more so to like it'll be balanced out in the end. So if it's like I can't even speak, but it's like it's gonna work out. Whether you decide to you decide to wait, or if you decide to walk away. Because if you decide to walk away from this person, they're going to still try to come into your life, right? Like they're gonna try really hard with this. What is this card? Why can't I think? The Knight of Wands. Wow, with this Knight of Wands, it's like it's a very passionate energy, but they're gonna have to give that to you either way. Either whether you decide to wait or you decide to walk away, like this person is gonna have to come in with a lot of energy to kind of persuade you to let you back into their life, or to let you to you know what I mean. It's getting long now, okay? Okay, Aquarius. I'm gonna end that here for you guys. Next we have Pisces. Hi. Pisces, we have, I am starting to understand our connection. I love you unconditionally. And I remember every detail of that day. Oh, this is like, it feels like such a warm, kind energy. I think that this person did have to grow a little bit, even if you guys had to take some like trial separation apart. I don't think this person ever stopped thinking about you. I want to say that there was like external circumstances surrounding the situation where it just could not be avoided about why your person had to take a step back from you. Bottom of the deck was, I want to be more than friends. So we'll see if that comes out. You and I were too young, and you speak to me through music, and we need to let each other go. I don't think this person really wants to let you go. I think this is something that they've had to say because of situations. I don't know if there's like distance here, or there's just like, there could be a child involved, or I don't know. There's just like something here where it was not allowing you guys to be together. It could have been an age difference too. So there is just something there where it just couldn't work out. The fact that they did have to let you guys, like, they had to let you go, they think about it every day. They wish things could be different. If like they have photos of you, like I feel like they look at these photos of you guys together. There's like something here with like commitment. Like maybe this person wants to like come in with commitment. With the High Priestess, I do feel like this is a Pisces card. I also kind of feel like maybe something like had to happen in order for things to happen. Sometimes we have to lose something that is like near and dear to us to kind of appreciate it. So it could have been something like that too. And then it's also like they have that saying, like, if you love something, let it go. If it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. It's also having faith at knowing like, okay, I know that Pisces, like your person knows that you guys are meant to be together, and that nothing can really stop that, right? We have 8 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. This ending is about to come to a very abrupt ending. Like this distance is going to 10 of Swords. Yeah, typically not 10 of Swords. I think whatever that was causing this separation, it's about to leave. What was causing the separation here? We have the World card. It was the World card is, to me, is like cycles, right? It could have been distance too, travel, maybe relocation for school, something like that. But it is also to like a completion. Like this is something that's had to happen in order to make you guys stronger. And I think this person knows that too. Like I think this person looks back and they're just like, wow, I understand why this had to happen with Pisces. I understand why this had to happen in my life. And like they're going back and they're just like, if this never happened, then this never would have happened. They're even starting to appreciate like heartbreaks in their life. Things that they were just like, why would this ever happen to me? They're starting to see the big picture. We have, yeah. And for a lot of it, it's like they had to work on themselves, because that's like a really big, like their maturity, their mindset just wasn't where it was meant to be at. And we have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, this person, like I said, they've gone through some shit. They really have. But instead of being bitter about it, like, and just like, because we can fall into that victim mindset with like things happening to us and just like, why did this happen? Like, I can't believe this happened. And like, it can turn us into very bitter people. But this person isn't seeing it like that. They're like very grateful for the spiritual lessons. And they're just like, wow, now I'm going to be a better person because of this and this and this. And I learned my lesson. And so it's like a very great energy, Pisces. I think that's it for you guys. Yeah. Okay. That's like the best one so far today, Pisces. So, okay. Next, we're going to do Aries. Thank you, Michael. Okay, Aries, what do we have here? Thanks, Mike. Okay. I hope that resonated, guys. Aries, what is your person's thoughts here? I regret lying to you. I feel like it's more so like this person doesn't like that they couldn't be honest, right? Where it's like if they can't be honest, it's like they're not being honest with themselves. And I think that they're kind of realizing that, like, we will be together again. And it was my fault, but I blamed you. Like, like this person, for some reason, I kind of feel like they're very selfish in a way where, I don't know, because it's like, when I said, like, I regret lying to you, for me, I felt like this person's like, I don't like that I couldn't be honest with myself. And it kind of just like, it's like everything is about themselves. it's like it was my fault, but I blamed you, where it's just like it's still again about this person. We will be together again. It's like somebody here wants that. We have I love you. I knew exactly what I was doing, and I know I was a distraction from your pain. It's interesting. It's kind of like this person, I don't know why, but it's like a backup plan, but not really. Like I don't know if they're trying to use you as a backup plan, like if that's something. I don't know, because it's like I don't think this person just really knows what it is that they really want. Um, let's see, because yeah, let's use a different deck. 'Cause I need a lot of clarity here. What is their person, Aries person, thoughts here? I just feel like someone here, like they were kind of using you, and that's just what I'm getting with the Six of Wands here. It's like maybe you guys have like a lot of power or status or recognition, and this person likes that, and that's what they want from you. Um, I think that's what they love about you, and like that's why they want to continue into this relationship. Um, yeah, it's like this person kind of is just a user. I don't even know if they know that they're using you. We have travel, the Three of Wands. It's like this person had an opportunity to they had an opportunity to like put you first or like to go and make their own career, right? I think that they picked themselves. I think they picked their own career. Um now it's like um if they didn't, and they picked you guys instead, they kind of blame you for everything that's happened in their life, like where things haven't gone wrong, like where things have gone wrong, like they feel like maybe they should have. Because like I feel like there was an opportunity that came across that would require them to leave you or to travel, and it was like no, like somebody like you said no, or they said no. Somebody said no here, right? Because this is your person's thought, so I think it's them. Um, and now they kind of regret it, and now they're kind of holding it like they're holding it above, like against you. Like they feel like it's your fault that things haven't worked out for them. And we have the King of Pentacles. I think that this person just likes the security you provide for them. That's what, because it fell out, like I love you fell on the King of Pentacles, and it's like, what do they love? King of Pentacles is all about money, right? And it's grounded, and it's just like they like what you can provide. This is someone you've known for like, this person knows how to like, this is something like you could have known them forever. Like I feel like since childhood. But it's more so like this person just knows how to use you. Like they're just a user. They're with this Knight of Swords, they're gonna try to come back into your life and offer you something. I think that you know that it's not going to last, right? That it's just something that literally someone who gets what they want. Like this person, that's just what they're used to. I don't know. Are you gonna take him back? No, I don't think you are. I think that's it. We'll pull one more because one more card here for Aries. Yeah, you do have a Seven of Wands came out sideways. It's like whether like this decision is actually a kind of major pivotal point in your life on whether or not you're going to continue to let this person back into your life after they, have to. I feel like you know that this person has used you. I think you might not want to admit it, but deep down it's there. Whether if you decide to let this person back into your life, you are folding in on your beliefs because it's like that's kind of like how you see your value at this point. If you decide to let this person go and to cut them out of your life, it is like you standing up for yourself and like what you don't want out of life, because I don't feel like you would do this to somebody else, right? Hopefully not, right? But I keep saying right, so I don't know. Maybe this person likes to be right. That's it for you guys. Aries, good luck. Okay, 2 more signs. Taurus. What is Taurus person's thoughts? My life is not as together as it seems, and we both know I am not the one for you. And I wish I could take my words back. Yeah, this person is just kind of insecure. Your person, I hate to say it, but it's like when they say we both know I'm not the one for you, that's them putting that onto you guys, right? There's also this person, because they don't feel put together, or like they don't feel like they have enough, they're gonna try to put you down. And it's, oops, let me see here. Sorry, are you guys okay? We have I hide behind material things. I am becoming a better person, and I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, this person, I don't remember which other sign had it, where it's like they use materials like, hey, I have this. I think it was Leo. Where it's like they can prove like, oh, they need to have like all the nicest clothes, cars, whatever, just like they hide behind material things, so that way they don't have to be open and honest about the kind of person that they really are inside. People who care about stuff like that, not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but they're more so not okay with themselves because they need to prove like, hey, I have, like, look at all this that I have, right? Um, Instead of just like being content in their own skin and just like not really caring about other people's opinions about them. I think this person really struggles with that. I think that they project it onto you guys, Taurus, and I don't even think that they realize that they're doing it. I think this person wants to be a better person, but what this person considers a better person is like having more, not being better. So maybe that is something that they're trying to work on. They're currently working on it, but it's just, taking some time. That we have the World card here. Okay. This person could have put you in third-party situations. I think this person is very much like I don't know what there's a word for this, but like a status, like when you only go after with people, like people with status, or it's just like where they can benefit from them, a user essentially, right? With this, like the World card here, this is, I feel like, a cycle you have been on with this person for many years. This is not something that's that's new. With this Nine of Pentacles, this person sees you like you can be abundant by yourself, but they can't. They're not abundant by themselves. So that's why they have to it's like a sleight of hand, right? So like they'll take from this person and then show you, oh, hey, look, I have this. It's a scam artist, essentially. They don't want to be exposed. I could feel the pushback on that, being called a scam artist. Maybe this person just didn't have a lot growing up too, right? So it's like this is just how they know how to get what they need out of life, how to survive. Again, they're just like, no, but that's just what I'm picking up. We do have the Fool card here, which is a new beginning. I think that if you let this person back into your life, like with a new beginning here, it's like you're kind of just gonna, like, there's nobody gonna be there to catch you. This person isn't gonna support you. So just be aware of that. Like, and they're also might even take some of your abundance away from you. So be careful with that. That's going to be it for you guys for that one. Okay, and then last we have Gemini. Sorry. Okay, Gemini, what do we have for you? We have, I want to feel that way again. So you've definitely cut this person off from you guys emotionally. I love you unconditionally. You came closer than anyone else. I think you guys have shown this person unconditional love, right? Maybe this is something they haven't really experienced, maybe not even from their parents, right? Like, because sometimes parents love, like, especially if like you grew up in a toxic household, it's very conditional, right? Where, oh, I'm only gonna love you if you do this. Like, if you don't do this, I'm not, like, it's conditional. Um, this person liked that you love them unconditionally, and I think that now that you pulled away your energy, they're very much like, wow, I can't believe like Gemini would ever do this. You I think that they wanted to try to do the, like, to reciprocate the energy, because I don't think they know how. We have, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. I am becoming a better person, and just being near you is intoxicating. I think this person, I don't think they realize that they're doing this intentionally, but they are in a way kind of using you, and not like for your money or anything like that, but it's definitely more so for your energy, because you guys have given this person a type of love that they haven't ever experienced, not even in childhood. And so that is addicting, right? Where you can love them for who they are. I don't think that they could do the same for you, and maybe that's why you guys had to walk away from this person. Um, there could be an age gap here with you and I were too young. I do think that this person wants to become better. I can feel that, because I think that this person really did see that you were genuine and that you were trying, and that you weren't actually trying to do anything or like take from them, and that in fact you actually added value to their life. And now that you're gone, they're very like, they miss you a lot, Gemini. They do. I Can we clear? Oh, I forgot to do a time. I'll figure it out. We have 4 of Pentacles. This person, yeah, they kept a lot of things to themselves. I think even like maybe how they were raised, like they don't understand how it is that you were able to just give so freely, because to them it's like a scarcity thing, especially in regards to love, which love is not a scarcity, right? Like you can have an abundance of love, but for them it's just because they have never experienced that. So they think it's rare, where like it's like there's a limited supply here. We have the 2 of Coins, that this person won't show you how much you actually meant to them, or how much you actually added to their life. They'll pretend like everything is fine, but deep down, like they are still really hurting about it. Ooh, Page of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this person, for some reason, they don't really want to admit it, but it's like they're kind of afraid that they're never going to meet anybody like you again. Which again, like this person lives a lot in the lack mentality, where like they think of things as just like so fun, like so little bit like there's not a lot of it, but there really is a lot of it if they can believe it. But like once you step into that mindset, like I'm never gonna get anything better, you start to believe it. 7, yeah. This is a dumb problem, Gemini. I don't think there's really anything you can do about it. I think that you guys do have like, you guys are very abundant with the Sagittarius and Taurus card here. So you guys could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Taurus, but it's more so like you guys are very lucky in all ways of life, like in love and in money, because Taurus is ruled by Libra, but it's also ruler of the 2nd house. So Libra is, I'm sorry, Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of love, right? And then you have Taurus, and then it's ruler of in the 2nd house. 2nd house is all about your finances. So like you're very abundant in your finances and in love. And then you have Sagittarius, because that is the card of luck, right? So you have it all. This person sees that you have it all, and for some reason, there might be a little bit of jealousy, just a little. Like I don't think this person realizes that they're jealous, but they kind of are. Is there anything else? I think that's it. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys are still here, thank you guys. If you are new, if you guys are returning, I really appreciate it. Tomorrow, I will be going live again at 3 p.m. and I will be doing free yes or no questions. So please come through, and I will see you guys. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, everything like that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.